Let's rock and roll. Let me have you stand. We'll go behind our chairs. You're going to face me. All right, every class we will begin with our assessments, okay? We're going to start with our feet hip width apart. Our knees are slightly bent. Your hands are on the chair. These are good chairs. In one of my classes up in Bonita, we have shorter chairs, so some of the taller folks, you know, they have to bend over. So this is good for us. Knees are not locked, core tight, shoulders back. I want you to close your eyes. Keep your hands on the chair. You're going to hold this position for 15 seconds. Once you get comfortable, you build some familiarity, you can remove your hands from the chair. If you need to use one or two fingers, that's okay. 3, 2, 1, time. Eyes open. Now we're going to move our feet as close together as we can get them. Okay. Again, same verbal cues. Core tight, shoulders back, hands on the chair. Close your eyes. Now this will be a little more of a challenge. You may feel yourself swaying a bit more. That's normal. Once you build some familiarity, you build your confidence. If you'd like to move to one or two fingers, you can. If you feel really confident, you can remove your hands together. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good, good, good. You're sane. Let's turn. We're going to face this way. Chair on YouTube at home, chair on the right side. We're going to be standing on one foot. British Journal of Sports Medicine did a recent study. You guys have heard me talk about this, those of you in class, ad nauseum. One-of-a-kind study, 20, 30-year-olds to 90. What they found is if you cannot stand on one foot for 10 seconds, your life expectancy is 10 years or less. The good news is you can change it. Okay? And so we can get into that a little bit more, but it's reading between the lines in the research. I want you to find a point in front of you that doesn't move. Focus on it. This is called your focal point. We're going to shift our weight to our right foot. Don't lock your knee. Let's bring that left foot up into the air. Still holding on. Keep that foot right underneath you. Good. Now, if you would like, you're feeling confident, you can move to one or two fingers. You can try and let go, but I would encourage you to keep your hand close to the chair. Let it hover is what I always say. 3, 2, 1, and time. Here comes the hard part. We're going to repeat that exercise, but we're going to close our eyes, okay? So listen carefully to the verbal cues. This is how we're going to set this up. We're going to shift our weight to our right foot, chest up, chin up. I want you to bring your right heel only into the air. Right heel only. Left heel only into the air. Thank you, Nancy. Left heel only into the air. Keep your toes on the ground. Close your eyes. Hand on the chair. Now, if you feel comfortable and confident, you can bring that left foot up. If you don't, you can keep those toes on the ground. I want you to be safe. There's a lot of value in keeping the toes on the ground. 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. Let's turn. We're going to do the same thing now on the left foot, okay? And I'm going to tell you this, the vestibular system, as you have found out, is extremely important to our balance, our eyes and our ears. I'll encourage you to get your eyes and ears checked at least once a year, okay? Finding your focal point. This first round, our eyes are open, okay? We're going to shift our weight to our left foot. Don't lock your knee, core tight, shoulders back. Let's bring that right foot up into the air. Eyes are open. Keep that foot right underneath you. There you go. Good. Now, once you get comfortable, confident, you can move to one or two fingers or let go altogether. You don't have to. I want you to be efficient, but I want you to be safe. 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. Now we're going to close our eyes. Remember those verbal cues before. Chest up, chin up. Shift your weight to your left foot. Let's bring your right heel in the air this time. Keep your toes on the ground and close your eyes. Hand on the chair. Once you build some familiarity here, you get comfortable, you get your bearings, you can bring that right foot up into the air. You don't have to. I want you to be efficient. I want you to be safe. 3, 2, 1, and time. Well done. Go ahead and have a seat in your chair. Let me encourage you to bring water. As we age, from the ages of 30 and 40 years old to the age of 80, we lose our ability to hold water about 20%. That's a lot. When we're 30, we also begin to lose testosterone by about 3 to 8%. Believe it or not, ladies, you have testosterone too. I'm sure a lot of you knew that, all right? That is important to build muscle. Leg strength is gold. So, the way Balance University is built, is constructed, it's for a reason. These aren't arbitrarily put together. We're working on strength, posture, flexibility, and balance, okay? We'll do 2 exercises in each pillar. The balance pillar, we will do 4. It's important balance is at the end because we have neurotropins that are available in the brain because we have exercised. Added benefit, we're socializing, all right? That creates that neurotropin that helps us memorize things. 2007, German researchers found that those that exercise memorized about 20% more words than those that didn't, all right? So there is a reason. I won't go into it here in class. If you want to learn more, go to the YouTube channel, watch The Science of Balance University. Now, nice and tall, we're going to sit back in our chair. Try not to allow your back to hit the back of the chair, okay? We're going to take our legs. Now, this is our strength pillar, all right? We're going to take our legs out in front of us. Pull your toes back to you. Go ahead and hold on because in this position, what I want you to do is lift your thighs off the chair. Ready? And you're up. Lift them up. Hold. And down. And 2. Good. Now, if you need to manipulate your body position to be more efficient, do that. And 3. Hold. Use that core and down. And 4. 1, 2. Good. 5. Up. 1, 2. That's it. 6. 1, 2. 7. 1, 2. Keep those toes back. 8. 1, 2. Good. 9. 1, 2. We're going to go to 12, so pace yourself. 10. 1, 2. 11. Don't let that back rest on the chair. 1, 2, and 12. 1 and 2. Well done. We're going to stand. Yeah, you feel that, huh? Good. Feet are going to be a little wider than chair leg width apart, okay? Now, I'm going to squat down and let my bottom hover over the seat of the chair. If you can't get down that far because you have some pain in your knees, you're not that flexible, or you fatigue, you start to get tired, go down as far as you can, hold, join us on the way up, okay? We're going to go down, hold for 3 seconds, and then come back up, all right? First movement, bottom goes out, nose is over my toes, my weight is on my heels. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to hold. 3, 2, 1. Drive through your heels. And 2. Good. Imagine you have a light in your chest. I want you to illuminate at a 45-degree angle or what's in front of you, not on the ground. And up. And 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. And 4. This is really good. Nobody's cracking and popping. Wow. And up. All took your Procosa this morning. And down. Good. Weight on your heels. 3, 2, 1. That's it. And down. 3, 2, 1. Remember, leg strength is gold. We have to protect it. Down. It's the key to your mobility and your independence. And up, and that's what we want. We want to keep you strong, mobile, and independent for the rest of your life. Now, if you start to get tired and fatigued, take a break. And up. This is Balance University class number 174. There's people here that have been here since the beginning. So, and up, last one. So if you find yourself fatigued or tired, take a break and down. 3, 2, 1. We're up. I want to move my feet a little bit, get that blood circulating. Go ahead, have a seat. Grab some water. We're going to give you about 30 seconds here. And we'll do those 2 exercises all over again. Any questions? Good. You guys are the life of the party, aren't you? New class, new people. We'll warm up. All right, good at home? Okay. So just so you know, my mother takes this class. She's in Texas, and my dad, I'm trying to poke him and antagonize him until he takes the class. This has been going on for a year now. So if you see me make some kind of weird comment, that's because he came through the screen. All right? Something like, don't eat that. What are you doing? You'll know when you hear it. Nice and tall, back away from the back of the chair. Okay, again, holding on. We're going to bring those legs up. Toes back to you, core tight and up. Hold 1, 2, and down. There you go. And 2, 1, 2, and 3. Now, if you start to cramp, 2 and down, this is what I want you to do if you start to cramp. And 3, you're up. 1, 2, just don't go up. Good. And 4, up, up, up. 1, 2, good. 5, 1, 2. Don't let your back rest on that back of the chair. Up. 1, 2. That's it. And 6, 1, 2. 7, 1, 2. That's it. And 8, 1, 2. 2 more. 9, 1, 2. Last one. And 10, 1, 2. Rest. Good, good, good. Let's stand. All right. Feet are going to be chair leg width apart, maybe a little wider. Make it work for you, okay? Bottom out, nose over toes. I'm down. I'm going to hold. 3, 2, 1. Drive through your heels. Good. Everyone's form looks great. And down. 1, 2, 3. Good. And down. 1, 2, 3. Good. And 4. 1, 2, 3. And 5. 1, 2, 3. Good, good, good. And 6. 1, 2, 3. And 7. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Can we make it to 10? And 8. We have 1 no. I'm pretty sure we have 1 no. 2 no's maybe. And up. 2 more. And down. 1, 2, 3. And we're up. All right. And down. This is why I call it a love-hate relationship with your instructor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move those legs. Yeah, that's good, good. Have a seat when you're ready. Yeah. Yeah. No, ma'am, not today. I try to change it up a little bit. So the deal is that you're not going to be able to come to class once a week and improve. You're going to have to do some of this at home, and I'll give you some homework. You guys know that. Right, you can do those at home. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Nancy. I'll give you that for your homework today. We'll do the abduction. You're going to do online?
Sorry, I don't have computers.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. So if you do the same things over and over again, eventually the body.
That's what I do.
Right.
What you tell.
Then you'll be okay. So what happens is the body, for example, if you ever go into a step aerobics class, you've known someone that has started exercise, they start losing weight, and then all of a sudden, a month into it, 2 months, they're losing weight, 3 months, all of a sudden their body composition, there's no longer any change, and there's no more change in their weight. The number's not moving anymore. Well, they're not doing anything different. They don't understand what's happening. So your body does not like stress at all. In fact, there's chemical reactions to stress, hormones even, like cortisol, that are released whenever you're going through stress, physical or psychological. So here's the deal. Your body will find a way, your mind will find a way to reach what we call homeostasis. That is a state of least resistance, okay? Now, equilibrium. Now, in terms of exercise and food, same thing there. What happens is if I do the same exercises over and over and over and over and over again, your body will learn what muscles it needs to activate and fire versus what muscles it does not. So for example, if I'm going in and I'm doing bench press, or let's use squat. Your body, the first time, second time, third time you guys are doing this, your body is shouting to every muscle in your body, hey guys, all hands on deck, let's go. We need everybody up here. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what he's doing. He's lost his mind. We were completely happy sitting on the couch, leave us alone, but here we are sweating and now my legs hurt, okay? By the time you get to month 3, your body is sending a message like this. Hey, no, I need you and you. You guys are good. Maybe you just for a little support, and then the rest of you guys just go to sleep. The problem with that is less muscle activation means less calories burning, okay? So you can see how that road travels. But if you change things, you're constantly keeping your body in a state of shock, right? But the goal and the trick is not to change it so much that you're not getting results. Does that make sense? Okay. So I bought you as much time as I can. Let's stand. We're going to go behind our chair. What I want to do is face this way. So those of you on YouTube, those of you at home, we're going to put the chair on the right side. Chair on the right, okay? Now what I want to do is take my left foot and put it in front of my right. Now, we're going to be moving our arms. I want you to pay more attention to your arms than your feet. So if you're really unstable here, watch me. I want you to widen your base and create some stability. I just want a hint of instability, okay? What we call a proprioceptively enriched environment. I just want a little bit. Now we're going to take our arms in front of us, palms to the sky. So again, if you feel unstable, manipulate your feet, create some stability. And here we go. Core tight. We're going to move our hands to the side. Keep them at chest level. I want you to stretch your chest out. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Don't lean back, just your arms. Now we're going to take our hands over our head, and I want you to touch your thumbs over your head. Good. Now your biceps should be even with your ears. If they're not, I want you to work that way. Now back down to the side and return to start position. Good. And 2. Out and up, down, back to start. Good. Don't rush it. And out, stretch, get that stretch. We've got to undo all that damage that sitting does. Sitting is the new smoking. Good. And out and up. Good. And down. I have one client, she calls this choreography. She doesn't like choreography. I always tell her, make sure you're not chewing gum.
Sure, I'm glad I just got that cortisone shot.
Oh, yeah. Good. And out and up. That's it. Down. Good, good, good. And together. Good. We'll call this 6. Those of you that have been with me for a while, you know my counting is not very good. That's it. Down and to the side. Let's see if we can do 3 more. Out, up. Don't let that head jut forward. And your weight, guys, should be split evenly 50-50. And 2, up, down. That's it. Last one. Out, stretch, up, down, and together. Rest. Wonderful. Going to give you a few seconds here. One of my favorite exercises called the Founders. We're going to do that next. I love it because, let me ask you this. How many of you did the Founders this week? Did you? Oh, yes. Great. Most people don't. But it's such a great exercise. It works a lot of muscle, all right? It's a lot of value for our time, okay? So this is how this works. I want you to face me. We're going to take our feet, again, chair leg width apart. We're going to take our arms over our head, palms facing one another. Again, first movement, bottom goes out, okay? Think about your belt being the top of a bucket full of water. Dump the water out. Now, I'm going to squat down just like we did earlier. The natural inclination and those hands are going to want to go forward. I want you to fight that. I want you to push them back. Push them back. Keep your biceps even with your ears. 1, 2, 3, and we're up, driving through your heels. Good. And 2. There you go. 3, 2, 1. Good. And 3. As low as you can. 3. Good. 2, 1. That's it. And 4. I pop a lot. 3, 2, 1. That's it. We're going to try to do 3 more. And we're down. Good, good. 3, 2, 1. That's it. 2 more. Keep that core tight. Bottom out. 3, 2, 1. Now, if you're starting to get tired, just don't go down as far or bring your arms down. That's okay. 3, last 1, 2, 1, and you're up. Rest. Good.
I found this really helpful because I couldn't keep my hands up. So that's why I started doing it every day.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep my hands being there.
I've noticed that in the senior community that for whatever reason, repetitive motion is often the guilty culprit, like driving, right? Or typing, that's a repetitive motion, causes all kind of havoc in the body. But we lose mobility in our shoulders, right? And so that exercise will help increase mobility, range of motion. It helps, you feel it in your lower back as you're pushing back, your core, okay? All of our movement runs through our core. So it's in our best interest to have a strong core, right? On top of leg strength. If you do not have quality leg strength, you can't even do cardiovascular exercise, right? Walking. On that note, let me encourage you guys to walk. You should at least once get a day that is normal, whatever your normal is, and monitor your steps, right? If you have a smartphone, chances are it's already in your phone. If you need help setting it up, come see me. But you should have an idea of how many steps you're taking, all right? You guys should be trying to get somewhere around 3 to 5 miles a day. You're doing more than you think. You can do it. Well, if I tell you 3 to 5 miles, then hopefully you'll get 1 or 2. Okay, let's turn. We're going to face the opposite direction. Chair on the left. All right, chair on the left. Now we're going to take our right foot in front. So our right heel to our left toes. Remember, weight is split evenly. If that's unstable for you, move your foot, create some stability. Excuse me, you guys, we're all better on one side than another. So if this looks different than the other side, that's okay. Arms in front. Again, if you need to adjust, do so. A little tip, pull your chair close to you and put it on your hip. All right? Just let it touch your hip. That'll help orient you. Palms to the sky. We're going to open. Stretch now. Don't rush this part. We're coming up, touching your thumbs, down, and together. And 2. Push, push, push. And up, down, and together. And 3, up, down, and together. That's it. And 4. Now, if you get a little tired or a little fatigued, skip a rep. Good. And 5. Push, push, push. Up, down, and together. And 6. Good, good, good. Down. And 7. Stretch, stretch. That's it. Down. And together. And 8. Good. Up. Keep that core tight. Pull that belly button in. I had a lady one time, she kind of fussed at me. I can't pull my belly button in any further. Down. Together. Talk about feeling small. Good. And down and together. Great job. Now, I don't want you to sit. I want you to hang out. We're going to take about 15 seconds, let our shoulders recover.
It's much easier to keep the weight in the back leg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's a natural inclination to want to take that weight off that front foot, but to shift it, right? So, okay, we ready? Facing me. Remember, it helps if you smile. Doesn't it? Grimace. Whatever you can muster. All right, we're up. Remember, our feet chair leg width or wider apart. Bottom goes out. This puts our weight on our heels and we're down. Fight that urge. Push those arms back. Keep your biceps by your ears. 3, 2, 1. Good. And 2. 3, 2, 1. That's it. And 3. Push back, push back. 3, 2, 1. Good. And 4. 3, 2, 1. And 5. 3, 2, 1. Can we do 3 more? And 6. Keep that core tight. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. And 7. Good. 3, 2, 1. Last one. And 8. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. Good, good. I want you to catch your breath. 10 seconds. Don't sit down. Good. Any questions?
No.
And sit. Good. Good, good. Well done. So, I also do lectures at Florida Blue locations, Blue Cross Blue Shield. And I was, of all places, in Estero. Most of you have heard this story, but for you new guys, and someone had asked me to tell this story in class yesterday, I think. We had a new batch of students. So I'm doing this lecture, and we're talking about balance because there's a lot that goes into balance. It's not just something that we take it for granted, but there's a lot that goes into it, from our brain to our feet to the receptors, blah, 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 blah. So I was telling them one of the greatest exercises you can do is sitting down in slow motion. How many of us sit in a day? Of course, everybody raises their hand. And I said, good, now sit in slow motion every chance you get. All right, don't be weird about it, but sit in slow motion. Okay, and you can always, most of us have been in situations where we've had to give a lecture or some kind of speech, and you know who's paying attention and you know who's not. This couple was paying attention, all right? So, lecture's over, everybody goes home. A year later, I'm in the same location, all right? And I'm talking about sitting in slow motion. 4, 3, 2, no plop. Everybody knows the plop, right? Down and, So that's the goal, is just trying to get people not to plop, right? Sitting down in slow motion. Guess who walks through the door? This fella and his wife. And he sees me, and I'm just wrapping up, talking to students, giving out business cards, whatever, selling books. And he sees me, and he gives me a big wave, and he comes walking over. Now, I'm not going to attempt it. I tried it yesterday. I failed miserably, but I want you to think about that Bronx, New York accent. Okay, so you got it?
Yeah.
Now, hear my words. Put it in that accent. Again, I tried it yesterday. I failed miserably. I'm not doing that to myself again. So he comes up, and she is trailing behind him with the purse, and I see her body language. She is just like, he comes running over. He goes, oh my gosh, I got to tell you, that sitting in slow motion, it works. I've been doing it at church. And I said, well, where do you go to church? And, St. Agnes or whatever, so, oh, you're Catholic. Well, I grew up with a lot of Catholic friends. I'm Protestant, so I went to a lot of Mass. I knew Hail Mary. I don't know if I can say it now, but I used to be able to say it. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are up and down constantly. He goes, yes, I know. And I was sitting in slow motion. And finally, after about the 3rd week of me doing this, the lady next to me looks at me and she goes, what are you doing? And I said, no, you got to do this thing. I was listening to this guy. He was telling me about leg strength, about improving my balance. And he was telling us we got to sit in slow motion. She goes, oh my gosh, I need that. So she started doing it. And then the wife goes, oh my gosh, the whole row at church sits in slow motion now. So we call that a win in my line of business. All right, bought you some time. Good. Strength, we've done that. Posture, we've done that. Flexibility, there's a reason why our stretching is this far in. That's to get our core temperatures warm so our body is a little more malleable. If you guys will notice, sports teams now, they will actually come out, jog a lap, or do a little movement before they stretch, right? That's what research tells us. It's better to get the core temperature up before we stretch, all right? So now, again, we're gonna undo all that sitting. I want you to move to the edge of your chair. We're gonna take our left leg out in front of us. We're going to take both hands, and I want you to reach down that left leg as far as you can. Now, your knee is slightly bent. The only way you can mess this up is if your toe is angled out to the side. If it's pointed, if it's pulled back, that's okay. You're going to feel it in the back of your leg, maybe the back of your knee, maybe even the back of your calf.
Oh, yeah. Those are nasty muscles.
Yes, yeah. And if you watch TV in the commercial break, you can do this and relax. We're going to come up. We're going to wait a few seconds. We're going to do this again. I want you to try to reach a little further, okay? Ready? And we're down. There you go. Very good. Hold and steady. Good. 3, 2, 1. Coming up. Well done. Let's rotate. Right leg. Again, both hands down that right leg. Now, I know most of you are thinking, why couldn't you do that Bronx accent? You sound like you're from New Jersey. And surprisingly, I'm not. 3, 2, 1. Coming up. Giving you a few seconds. Ready and down. Reach a little bit further. It's very common to be tighter on one side than the other as well, so don't panic if that's the case. Hold. 3, 2, 1. And we're up. Now, if you have hip replacements, I'm going to advise you from a professional standpoint not to do this. A lot of people choose, their doctors tell them otherwise, but just from my standpoint, I have to advise you not to do this because we're going to cross the midline. If you have hip replacements, just go straight to the ground, work your hands back to you, okay? Listen to the verbal cues because we'll start and stop at the same time, okay? You're going to take your right leg and cross it over. Now, if you have a replacement on the left side, you can certainly do this, okay? Now, I want you to lean forward. Good. That's it. Lean good. You feel that muscle back there? That little booger right there, that's called your piriformis, man. That thing is the culprit for a lot of trouble. Sciatica, yeah. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Let's rotate. Right.
Go flat.
Yeah, you don't want to push it. Yeah, I know. Ready and stretch. You're not the only one. Good. Thumbs to the sky. That's it. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Now, let me encourage you to do that as well when you're watching TV, all right, when you're sitting down. Let's go ahead in the middle of our chair. We're going to take our feet chair leg width apart again. We're going to take our hands, we're going to go down to the ground, okay? Breathe normal. So we're down. Once we get down there, I want you to start working your hands back underneath your chair, okay? Ooh, cramp. Okay, now we're going to come up. I want you to interlock your hands with your palms to the sky. We're going to come up over our head. Don't allow your back to touch the back of the chair if you can help it. Push back. Again, trying to get my biceps even with my ears. Push back, push back. Good. 3, 2, 1. And we're down. Good. Working those hands under that chair. Excellent. And we're up. Interlocking those fingers. Reach for the sky, okay? Don't just push back. Reach up, too. Good, good. That's it. 3, 2, 1. And down. Last time. And we're up. Push, push. Open that chest up. Good. Stretch that core, those abdominals. That's it. 3, 2, 1. And rest. I'm going to turn my chair around. You guys stay right where you're at. It just helps in the demonstration explanation of this next stretch, okay? Full disclosure, this movement, this stretch was given to me by a cousin. He's a physical therapist. My whole family's in the healthcare industry. Wife, daughter, everybody. So brother, sister-in-law. So a lot of folks that I work with, it's very important to them that they stay and live out their days at home. That's what they want. Not everybody, but a lot of people I come across. A big part of staying independent is being able to drive. And if you haven't noticed, most everyone in Collier County are retired NASCAR or Formula One. Okay? So you have to keep your head on a swivel. And not only that, by stretching our cervical area, it also helps us increase our field of vision when we walk. All right? So that's kind of the motivation by putting this stretch in, okay? So again, you guys stay where you're at. I'm just going to turn. What I want to do is I'm going to take my left hand and hold underneath the chair there, okay? Right hand is going to go across my stomach, and I'm going to lean and look to the right. So that left arm is acting as an anchor, kind of like that ship did that hit the bridge. Not like that anchor. Don't be that anchor. Good. You're going to look up. You're going to look down. Do a little bit of exploring there. Find where you feel that stretch the most and hold it. You may have 2 points, so you'll hold it 1 point. And then the second. And you can rotate back. And one more time if you're doing that. 3, 2, 1. Good. So now we're going to change our side. So we'll do our right hand, left hand across the stomach, leaning and looking to the left. Excuse me. We'll look up and down. Find your spot or spots and hold. And 3, 2, 1, and time. Excellent. All right, any questions? We've covered strength, posture, flexibility. Now we're headed into our balance pillar, okay? Oftentimes, a lot of these exercises, they cross boundaries. Just because we're doing something in a balance pillar or a posture pillar does not mean that we may not do it in a strength pillar another day, okay? So the goal here is to put you in what we call proprioceptively enriched environment. I've said that word, I can't tell you how many times, and I still struggle with it sometimes. That fancy word is really easy to explain. Standing on one foot, I'm stable, but I'm a little unstable. If you look at my foot, you can see it moving and working like crazy. My brain is unpacking a lot of signals from mechanoreceptors at the bottom of my feet that are detecting pressure, and also proprioceptors that are in the nerve endings in my epidermis, my skin. Okay? Proprioceptors are really neat little things. My mind, your brain connects to them. It helps you orient yourself in space and time. If you've ever known anyone that has had an amputation, that is an example of the brain trying to connect to proprioceptors that are no longer there. They call that phantom limb pain. All right, mechanoreceptors detecting the pressure. You're too far forward, you're too far backwards, left, right. My brain, if it can unpack that data fast enough, keeps me upright and erect, the very definition of balance. As we age, the synapses move further apart. So our agility and our reaction time slow down. The good news, in the 1950s, we found that the brain is malleable. What does that mean? It means we can move these synapses closer together, okay? How do we do that? By being in class, okay? And I'm gonna, because I care about each and every one of you, I'm gonna continue to show up every Friday, all right? I'm gonna be here for you. And I'm going to assume that you guys are going to be here too, all right? Every Friday so we can fix your brains, all right? Now, you can tell the world and everybody will be, oh my gosh, thank goodness, right? Or we may be in trouble. If I'm fixing your brain, we may be in trouble, all right? So let's stand. Let's go behind our chair. Any questions you have, fire away. Let's start with a tough one. What do you say? Why not? Let's throw it to the wall and see what sticks. Nice and tall. Again, a lot of value for our time in this movement, okay? So let me demonstrate. We'll do it all together. We're going to be on our right foot, so chair's on the right side. All right, we'll be facing this way. We're going to take that left leg. I'm not locking my right. We're going to take that left leg, bring it up so that my thigh is parallel to the ground. I don't want to lean back. I want to stay nice and neutral. I'm going to extend that leg out in front of me, pull those toes back, 1, 2, and then back to start position, okay? This foot never goes down, okay? Ready? Everyone together. We're going to shift, bring that leg up, core tight, extend that foot out, 1, 2, and return to start position. And 2, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 4, 1, 2, that's it, and 5, 1, 2, good, and 6, 1, 2, and 7, 1, 2, that's it, last one, 8, 1, 2, relax. Whew, shake it out. Good, good. All right, now let's rotate. We're going to do the opposite side. Find your focal point. Okay, we're going to bring that right leg up this time. Again, don't lock your knees, shoulders back, core tight, and extend that foot out in front of you. Hold, pull those toes back, 1, 2, and return to start. And 2, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, good, and 5, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, there we go, and 8, 1, 2, rest. Whoosh, breathe. We're going to rotate back to the opposite side. Now, let's slow down, okay? We're going to do what we call a single leg lateral. We're just simply going to move the leg out and in, okay? I don't want any lateral flexion in the spine. Nice neutral spine. Don't lock your knee, okay? And if you can, try to keep your left foot in the air the entire time, okay? As you abduct and adduct, you want to keep that leg in the air. Find your focal point. Shift your weight. Let's bring that left foot up into the air and let's begin. Just simply going out and in. That's 1 and 2, 3. We don't want to rush it. 4. That's it. 5. Keeping those eyes up. 6, 7, 8. We're going to go to 15. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good, and rest. Let's turn. Now here's the thing, as we're doing these movements, challenge yourself, okay? It's very important that you're efficient, but also challenge yourself, okay? If your lower leg is not burning when we're doing some of these, you may be holding on a little too much, all right? So there's a fine line in there somewhere that you have to find that works, okay? Again, find your focal point. We're going to shift our weight to that left foot. Again, don't lock that knee, right foot in the air, and let's begin. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, keeping those eyes up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, 13, 14, 15. Awesome. Slow turn back the opposite way. Very good. Yes. Feels good? Yeah? That's what progress feels like. So chair back on the right side. We're going to make circles. So I want you to imagine you're standing on the beach, sand, no shoes, and you're going to make circles in the sand. Not big circles, small circles. We're going to go clockwise and then counterclockwise or vice versa. It really doesn't matter which direction you go. We're splitting hairs there. But I do want you to go one direction, give me a pause, demonstrate control, and then rotate back the other way, okay? I want to eliminate all momentum, okay? Shift your weight to that right foot. Find your focal point, shoulders back, left foot into the air, ready, toes in the sand, and let's begin. Small circle, one direction, pause, and now reverse it. And 2, 3, and 4. You have no weight on that left foot. Good. 5 and 6. Try to keep your eyes up if you can. And 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good. And rotate. Well done. Find your focal point. We're going to shift our weight to that left foot. Ready, and begin. Right foot going one direction, and then reverse it. And 2. Good. And 3. 4. And 5. 6. Good. And 7. I see smoke coming out of some of your ears here. Good. And back. This is 9. Last one, 10. And around. Rest. Okay. You've survived. How are we doing on time? Nailed it. Okay. Last thing we're going to do. We're going to stand on one foot. What did the British Journal of Sports Medicine tell us? 10 seconds? Yeah. We're going to do it for 60 then. We're going to show them. All right? Deep breath. Going to be in through your nose, out through your mouth. Clear your mind. I want you to focus. We're going to face this way. Chair on the right side. Find your focal point. Okay, here we go. If you'd like to face forward, you can. Some folks, that's a little bit better for them. All right, ready? Let's shift our weight to that right foot. Let's bring that left foot up underneath you. Time begins now. Standing on our right foot for 60 seconds. Shoulders back, eyes up. If you need to use 1 or 2 fingers, that's fine. The last 10 seconds, though, I want you to challenge yourself. 20 seconds. Concentrate. 30. Good. Oh, 40. Almost there. All right, here comes the challenge part. 10 seconds to go. Very good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Let's turn. Keep in mind, we're always better on one side than another, so we're going to find out if this is the good side or the not so good side, okay? Deep breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Clear your mind. Find your focal point. We're going to shift our weight to our left foot. Let's bring the right foot into the air, right underneath you. Time begins now. Standing on our left foot for 60 seconds. Last 10 seconds, we'll challenge ourselves. Very good. 20 seconds. Good. 30. $40. Almost there. All right. Last 10 seconds. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Well done. Have a seat. Have a seat. Very good. I'll hang out, guys. Do we have any questions? If you have something after class, I'll hang out for a little while so you can ask then. Remember, second edition of Balance University is available. All right. They make fantastic Mother's Day gifts. All right. So for those that will let you in on the joke, every holiday comes up, 4th of July, it doesn't matter. Okay. You got it now. So I do appreciate all the support, guys. It means a big deal as a small business having you here. So I do want to thank you. Tons of resources for you. Remember the YouTube channel, great set of resources. Cost nothing. All right, these classes are up there. If you go, don't forget to subscribe. It means a great deal. With the algorithm, it puts us up towards the top, makes us more visible for other people, okay? Homework. Let's do our sit and pause. No. This is what we're going to do. This is for Nancy. We're going to come up because we're all watching TV, right? You can do this while you're watching TV. This is a mindless exercise. You can do this and get a lot of work out of it, okay? Coming up, pull your toes back. From here, you're going to abduct and adduct and down. Right. Up, core tight, and in. Let's see if we can do somewhere between 8 and 15 of those. All right. Now, as soon as you're done with that, balance side, what I want to do, let's keep it simple, a leg lateral. Okay, so we'll execute this exercise, stand, do somewhere between 8 and 15 on each side for your leg laterals. Would love it if you would do 2 sets in the morning, 2 sets in the afternoon, but I'll take what I can get. I promise you, you get out of it what you put into it. You guys know that, all right? It's my job here to hold you accountable and try to motivate you, so I will do that next class, okay? Y'all have a great day, a great weekend. Go out there, remember your homework, and make somebody smile, all right? See you next week. It is. It's the Derby. That's right. What are they?
Jewel Saloon.
Yeah, it makes it worthwhile, right?